And Sam.
And in today's video we thought we would show you our new home. So about a year ago we bought Horsebox and Sam's been converting it ever since.
Yeah.
We planned on moving in it, planned on moving in it in spring, but with everything going on we're thinking about summer, beginning late, we don't know, but
as soon as I open the doors we're in it.
Yeah. We thought we would show you a video of the progress. It's about 80% done, would you say?
I'd say about 80% done,
yeah.
Definitely. It's pretty much, it's just a few finishing little bits and decorating, and oh no, there's a few other bits I'm thinking of. 70% done, 75% done.
75% done.
Yeah, I'd say.
So we thought we'd show you what it's like now. I've had a couple of people message me that are doing the same thing, so we thought we'd put a video out to show what we've done. If you do have any questions, if anyone out there is doing the same, then let us know. I mean, we had no clue when we first bought it.
No.
We didn't know what we was even buying. Horsebox was not even on our agenda, was it?
No, it
we
weren't.
Thinking about buses and...
No. It started with a van. No, not even a van. It started with something small we were going to convert, and then realised that we do have 2 kids.
Yeah,
well, we now have 2 kids. We have dogs, and it just sort of grew and grew, and it got bigger and bigger to a point where we're with a tape measure and a notepad in the front in the drive, trying to measure to see what we can get on there, and we had 8.5 metres, and we thought, oh, that lorry will fit. I'm googling size of a 1987 Ford Cargo, and yeah, it fit. And if we had room for a bus, we would have had a bus.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
I'd love to have done a double-decker bus.
But it's actually really big, our Horsebox. I mean, a lot of people would think it's quite small, but when you see it, it's actually really big.
Yeah.
And we're really excited, aren't we? We plan on travelling and working and just seeing what happens, really, and save loads of money as well.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's a lot
Save
cheaper
a ton
than
of dough. Yeah, £1 a month on bloody rent. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I hope you like this video. We're going to do another one when it's done to just show you what it's like. But yeah, give it a like, wonky thumb, and
show me the phone.
wonky thumb like, subscribe.
What's the ramp? Do you see them little skateboards you do on your finger?
God. Leave my wonky thumb like. Give it a wonky thumb like, subscribe, and yeah, I hope you like it. See you soon. Bye.
Hello. So here we are, the Horsebox, the work in progress. I'm going to close this up so I don't bore the neighbours. Right, so this is where we're at, our work in progress. We stripped this whole thing back, took it to a complete carcass, and we've built upon it ourselves. It's totally not done yet, but so this is just an update where we're at and what's to come. Right, so should we start here? Let's start here.
Best place to start, kitchen.
Let's give a sec, I'm really out of breath. Fucking coffee's got me. Right, the kitchen. So we got a couple of prices of some local sort of kitchen suppliers, and they come in at about £500 for a couple of units with some drawers and an oak worktop. I built this myself out of 80mm ply. I had a sheet left over, and I bought a sheet, so it probably cost me about 40 quid, maybe a little bit more, because I've got a bit of MDF as well that I use for the drawer bases. But yeah, I mean, it's cost me next to nothing actually. And the pine which I jointed together and blowtorch, that's how we got the finish on the worktops, that was about £70, so it's really cost me hardly anything, just my time. So yeah, we saved a ton of money there. So yeah, so these are just built out of like 80mm ply, just carcass together in the size what sort of suited us. Made some drawers for our sort of like knife and forks and other little bits of crap and pans and stuff. I mean, that's what we've got at home. There's another drawer to go here, but I've run out of runners. That's what we've got at home, so it just works perfect. We've got like a little one here that I think we had a plan to put some sauces in. Is that right? Yeah, so these have all got to have doors made and drawer fronts and stuff to go on. Coming round here, we had this really good idea of making these little cubby holes. So when you come in from outside with your... I'll show you. Oh no, it's raining on me. My shoes, my feet are really muddy. Let me just not ruin the engineered flooring that's going to be going down and take them off. We're nice and dry. His, hers, kids. Great idea. Born to be a chippy, I tell you. Right, anyway. So yeah, moving on. So that is the size of a 500 sort of domestic oven. We've got an LPG oven that's just going to go in there and be connected up. A sink of some sort is going in. I'm not going to sit here and lie to everyone. I haven't got a clue about sort of like the water and everything yet, so I'm not too sure whether a normal tap or anything could be run off the batteries and stuff. I don't know. See, we don't know everything. Yeah, and a little sink's going to go in there, so that's pretty much what that's going to be, with a couple of doors on and some shelves. Yeah, again, like this blowtorch sort of worktop, we've tried to tie things in. It's like the window architraves, tops of the sofa, and just like around the speakers and stuff, just to try and make things look like we've thought about what we're doing. Get a little bit of this, baby. Get a little bit of that. Get a little bit. Oh, look at them. Look at that. It's beautiful. I'm really happy with it. I'm not. That's a lie. I like the idea of burning all the wood up. I don't think it looks great, and because I haven't oiled this yet and I've just been using it to put tools on and stuff, it's completely come away, so I need to redo it. But yeah, so that's it. Moving on to the sofa. I've probably spent about 3 entire weekends here thinking about this and doing it. Yeah, we needed somewhere that can store all our stuff and can fit 4 of us on there, really, just to like chill out and that. So we've just made it so the whole thing is accessible. Just a bit of trim for the bathroom. We'll get on to that in a minute. Yeah, that's sort of where our batteries are going to go. There's obviously an old battery because this was a Horsebox, so it had some original living space in it. It was stored for 3 horses at the back, but we, as I said, we gutted this thing out like to a shell and just insulated all the walls, built everything. People probably want to know about that actually. So we stripped everything back, like took everything completely back. I battened the walls out with like inch thick batten, infilled that with 25mm insulation, like I know it's Celotex, like foam insulation board. Filled that up, taped all the joints, and then on most of it, plasterboarded it. Actually, no, not really. We plasterboarded that. I've cladded that side, timber on that. It's just what's worked in the relevant areas for things. So that's that. The ceiling as well. There is 2 inches of Celotex insulation in the ceiling. Yeah, so that's the carcass. I feel like that's probably an important thing to mention. Yeah, so back to the sofa. Yeah, we wanted. I see a lot of people doing like pull-out designs and stuff, and I wanted to get involved. So yeah, so this is how I might just make that sofa a little bit bigger than what it was. Just for them sort of rainy, chilled out days when the fire's on and the TV's up there and you're sitting there with your hot chocolate, which is vegan by the way, chilling out. Yeah, that's what we've got. And another thing as well, most of the stuff I've used in here, other than the kitchen units, worktops and stuff, is just recycled timber from work, leftovers, anything people don't want. So hence like the roofing batten for the sofa and stuff. It's not like I've not got like finished prepared pine because I wanted to save 30 quid. I'm tight. Simple, simple, mate. Secret door. Wouldn't even know it's there. Woo. Yeah, and I mean that's pretty much it really. These are going to be like bedding and stuff, just stuff you don't, not immediate things that you need. I think would be a good idea, don't you? We're going to have like a sort of battery bank and everything in there, and I've made everything. So we had a bit of an issue with an electrician who was going to be sorting everything out. Failed to respond, so I've had to bring everything to a finish but leave particular things so wiring can get through and stuff, ready for the lighting. Yeah, and like pumps and stuff. I think that's the sofa. It's probably going to be decorated in with like the kitchen again, just to like tie things in a little bit. The bed area we've used above the cab, which is just like the perfect size. This is just an offcut of foam that we've got for the sofa. Yeah, it's just the perfect size for a double mattress. This window wasn't here. Pardon me. This window weren't here. We actually installed this ourselves. It was just very dark up here and gloomy. It really makes a difference. If you saw this before, it was just like dead. It was like hollow. It was horrible. It was just like, it just throws so much life into it, having like that little bit of light, especially like hot days and that. You could just crack your window. Yeah, so where we at? I built that sort of like unit at the end. Don't really know. I was saying to Shannon the other day, I don't know why I did it, you know. I just wanted to store some stuff. I suppose like we'll put books and stuff in there. I'm thinking about getting a little PowerPoint to put your phones in there. These might be turned into drawers. So I might put drawers in there. Yeah, that was the plan. In fact, give us that here, because I did this 4 months ago, I forget. That is the original drawing on a bit of board. which will obviously at some point be painted over. But yeah, so the idea is that these have some drawers in, and then that's just like, I don't know, you could put a plant in there, charge your phone in there, do whatever. But yeah, so that's that. That's the bed. It's the bed, cosy.
Hi.
There she is.
Hi.
The cameraman.
Should I take the camera?
The cameraman, yeah, take the camera. Fans want me. Yeah, these units, they actually, we reuse these and they just fit perfect for what they are. And the other one as well, which is above the sofa. So we are going to take these handles off, right, paint them in with the kitchen and the sofa and just renew the handles. We're thinking like a copper T-bar type thing or something. Something pretty.
And it's good to reuse it if they was already here and they're fine.
Exactly, it saves me building them. Like,
Yeah.
that is like 2 days and 70 quid of me building these.
Yeah.
It's just like, why not use them? Just to leave them the same, take the doors off, paint them up. New handles, you'd never know.
Right, recycle.
Yeah, like this engineered flooring wall. This is our bathroom inside. Before we go in, this is just leftover engineered oak flooring that I had from a job. And I was thinking about doing something with this, like, well, it was going to be like a large cladding or something, but I thought, you know what, yeah, it looked pretty good. Still got to get some oak corner trims just to throw on there. Get a clock up there maybe.
And it's extended the bathroom as well, isn't it? You've extended it out.
Extended it out, yeah. By extending it out, she means that basically this was an old little bathroom that was there. And rather than move everything, we pretty much we knew we wanted the bathroom here anyway. So I ripped everything out, kept the toilet and the drainage and everything where it was, just built around it. We were going to put something there anyway, so it just made sense to just save hours and just work around the old like toilet. And then you can sort of see that. I'll tell you what, if you chuck me the camera, because I don't think we can both get in there right now. Right, so yeah, so we built around the toilet and everything. This is our shower, so that's an 800 shower tray. And instead of tiles, because tiles are weighty, as you know, we just got some like cladding.
My daughter picked the colour.
Yeah, let our 2-year-old pick the colour. So she fancied it. It was like taxi cab yellow, was it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, she wanted the yellow.
Yeah, and we just tried. It looks pretty good. I mean, we've tied it in. It looks nice. Made a little step there, just out of the same stuff, using like internal and external trims and stuff like that. And then just with the offcuts that we had, just done the back of the toilet. I built like a unit just for like just toiletries and stuff that are going to go back here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Plied this wall. Again, why did I ply it? Just because I applied. I mean, ply was going to be better than plasterboard. It's a very small, and I'd hate to like knock it and dent it all the time and stuff. So it was just perfect to just ply this wall, fill it up, and paint it white. Keep it very simple. I've had to leave the floor because we're having wires coming through there from the batteries, and then obviously drainage and stuff needs to go straight through the floor. Yeah, so that's just like a wire run for us. That's just going to go through there. I'll build the floor up, ply it and tile it or something. That's pretty much here up this end, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think. And then I'm moving on to over here. This is our burner that's just sat there for about a month now. I put the legs on it and that's pretty much it really. But I mean, once all that fluid and everything goes in, it's going to
It's
be
a cute little burner, I think.
It's cute, mate. Look at it. That's a nice
I
little
like that
burner.
it comes with a glove. I mean, that's pretty cute.
You like it? It comes with a glove. That's what she was sold on. That. Showed her the glove. She went, let's get it. That's the one.
I like the glove. I think it's cool.
It's a nice glove.
It is a nice glove.
It's a nice glove.
It is.
Yeah, no, so, yeah, so that's the burner. That was £190. I mean, it's got pretty good reviews and ratings online. It's like a 5 kilowatt burner, and that is pretty much where it's going to go. It's not too close to the door. It doesn't close that in too much. Yeah, straight up and out. And then we're obviously going to have to build something round that and line it in something with a little half underneath. Yeah, and then over here, see, look, you can see this is where the horses were stalled.
This is the stables.
This is the stables, and I'll tell you what, I've actually got a video of this whole horse box before we started it, so
Yeah.
on a really crappy camera, so we might be able to chuck it in.
Yeah, this is actually their windows that they had with the bars on. When we first got it, it surprisingly didn't smell that bad of horses, did it? I thought that when we'd get a horse box, it'd really stink of horses and it'd be really hard to get that smell out, but it actually didn't.
It smelled of it initially.
Yeah, the people that had it though really looked after it. They used it for like 20 years. They really looked after it. So don't be put off by buying a Horsebox because...
Mate, they're great. They're huge. They're like 2.5 metres in width. And from the back of this ramp here to the other end, right, is like 6 metres. And then when we have this ramp down, so this ramp we plan on bringing down level with the floor, so it runs out, cover it in AstroTurf or something. And then that's an extra 2 metres. So from the end, I've been on the end of that ramp and stood at the other end, and it's 8 metres a run. It's huge.
I mean,
go over there, Shan. I might have to call you. You're so far away, Shan.
Hello.
See, look, that's pretty far away.
That is.
Isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I had to do this. There was like old rubber matting. There was a lot of repair work on the floor underneath here. So below all this ply, I've actually had to do quite a bit of work underneath this. This was just so long, ripping up all this old crap. So these are the kids' beds. Kids obviously need somewhere to sleep, don't they? So this is Edie. She's our 2.5-year-old child. Jessie, our 10-month-old child. 10 months.
Well done.
She's nodding. 10-month-old child. And this under here is for our 2 lovely little dogs. It's just a perfect little area to keep them as well. So obviously I'm going to make like a baby gate type thing that's going to go on here, slide or something, just so they've got an area to get out the way for a bit. And yeah,
just a little bit of them time after they go out for a really long walk, because they get tired. And
so it's just an area for the dogs to sort of get away and be themselves, and just like that's them. And it shuts them off a bit, so if we have the doors open and the ramp down and that, they're not just going to leg it if they see a cat or a squirrel. Yeah, this is just sort of like the kids' drawers that I made. This is just Edie's and Jessie's, their clothes storage. That there we've had to turn into like a false drawer front, so it's going to look like a drawer, but because the ladder that we're going to build is sort of going to cover it up constantly. I mean, I suppose I could hinge the ladder to come out that way. It'd be in the way though, wouldn't it? But the idea was you lift the mattress up, take the slats out, and that's just their bedding and things like that in there. Edie's going to have a ladder, and when Jesse's of age and he's like not going to fall out and smash his head open, I'm going to cut this and match that. So then they can have some, or that side maybe, and they can have like a little ladder system. But at the minute he's barely walking, so we've got to chuck him in. And also, obviously, he's going to need a baby gate as well, isn't he? So he'll have like a little baby gate that slides or hinges open. That's pretty much it really. I use this again, this timber, it's like a shiplap type cladding. I had half of these lengths sort of spare left over from a job, and this wall was a bit rotten and a bit wobbly, and there was the only way you could get over it was just strengthening it up, and any type of board I don't think would have been good enough. So this sort of 22mm thick cladding on top of the inch batten I've got really beefs it up, and it's just solid now, it's not going nowhere. And then all my offcuts, I worked it out so I could do around there. It just looks nice. I think we're going to paint it though, because I've got these machine type, all these joints, and over like a few months of it being on, it has just shrunk like a madman, and there's just loads of gaps. So I think we need to caulk it all and paint the whole thing, which should look nice, I think. I still need to, there's quite a bit of work to do around the ramp just to seal it off. Probably put like a bit of a, well, we'll have to put a draft seal on it. Jesus, it'd be freezing. Just going around. That's pretty much it really. I did think about like a fence type thing, right, where it's collapsible, so the whole thing folds down. So when this goes down, we can sort of hinge up a fence just to stop the kids stepping back or falling off, or if mum has a few too many wines, she goes, hey, and goes straight on their bum.
Which never happens.
Which never happens. Walking into the fridge left, right and centre, sweetheart.
Don't keep wine in the fridge, that's why.
They got me. Yeah, right, that area, that's quite an important area to discuss. So we know this is just like a big void in here, which is going to be like it's definitely going to be a fridge freezer. So the idea of what we've got now, which might change, is our fridge. This is the bathroom door, by the way. Excuse me. So our fridge is probably going to go there, I think. Oh, we chatted about it yesterday, we're going to raise it, weren't we? So we're going to lift the fridge up and then have like a deep pull-out drawer for something, like a washing basket or
whatever.
Or anything. We'll fill it with something. Yeah, so that's going to be the fridge, and then these are going to be like our own pull-out wardrobe, aren't they? So we're going to have a top one and a bottom one each. His and hers. Yeah, that's what that's going to be. But the reason I can't finish this yet is because I just need to discuss it with someone about the type of fridge freezer I can use. Basically, I just want to confirm I can just get any domestic fridge freezer, hoping it doesn't draw too much power, have that in there, and then I can build around it, and I want it all fitted. as well. Shan wanted a curtain. If she had her way, everything would have a curtain on it. On everything. She's like, we put a curtain on it. I'm like, no. Put a curtain on everything you touch. She loves curtains. I'm like, no, I'm a carpenter. I want to fit everything, please. So we have a debate quite often. It's like, curtain, no wood, no curtain, no wood. So it's fitted, unfortunately, Shannon. It's all fitted. So yeah, so it looked really nice. So where we're at. Where we're at, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ceiling. So on this is just 9mm plasterboard. I'm literally, fingers crossed, it's not going to fall, and all the screw holes ain't just going to crack with the filler. I'm sure it'll be alright. I glued it, screwed it, but the joints, because you can't get tapered edge 9mm board, I don't think, anyway. You watch someone and be like, you actually can. If you check B&Q with the back arm, you'll find it there. But no, yeah, I don't think you can. So the idea, because I had to finish everything before the electrics are done, I'm going to create false ceiling beams, right, with like counterbatten type structure on it, where all my cabling can go through. So that's going to be our lighting. So every 4 foot, we're sort of forced to have our lighting, really. Not necessarily, but yeah, so that's the idea of them. And then we'll just paint the whole thing white, make it look nice. That is it, really. And then flooring, lay the flooring. Things will probably change as sort of time goes on. I don't know when the next video will be.
Whenever we get round to it.
Whenever we get round to it. Can't wait to throw a bit of paint on it though, lighten it up. And get the burner on.
Yeah.
Come and have me evenings out here.
Wrap it up.
That's it, yeah. No, thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mum, tell your aunt, tell a lot of them, mate. Honestly, we love it. Alright, so take care. See you on the next one.
Bye.
Done.